If you search for reviews on Marvel's latest property, Thor: Love and Thunder, you're likely to see a common thread amongst the critiques of the film. Usually these have to do with CGI, or the oversaturation of the colors, or comedy that maybe just isn't landing with an inconsistent tone. And while I have to agree with all these critiques, they're not quite getting at the core of the problem that this film has, and that is a problem of identity. The film itself is constantly switching genres, and it doesn't even know what it wants to be. Is it an action film? Is it a comedic film? Is it a rom-com? The film itself doesn't know, and like most problems in film that go at a deeper level, they tend to be represented visually through the cinematography. And now this is going to be very different from my review of Obi-Wan Kenobi, where I said that the cinematography in that show failed at its one and only job. For Obi-Wan Kenobi, the cinematography actually fails to do the one thing that cinematography is supposed to do.
See, I did say that.
Very clever.
The problem with the cinematography in Thor: Love and Thunder is the exact opposite. It's a total success. It tells the story in a visual way and does so in several different genres, but therein lies a problem. I'm going to break down the one scene that exemplifies this problem the most. That's when Thor returns to New Asgard and finally reunites with the love of his life, Jane Foster. So the scene starts off fantastic, where the camera's close in on Thor, getting his full expression in the middle of the chaos of the battle. It feels very epic, it feels like a great action movie, and this is starting off fantastic. And then he sees Jane again.
Jane?
So now visually, we're looking at something that could be in a completely different film. The genre has changed now to something like a comedy, where there are two actors staged in the foreground while something debatably funny is happening in the background. And this would work great if it were a comedic movie, but as we've already established in this scene, this should not be taken as a funny moment. And now for the third time in the same scene, we're switching genres again. And now this looks like something that is straight out of a modern rom-com. The lighting is much more naturalistic with handheld close camera. It's a very slice of life kind of montage sequence. And again, the cinematography is completely successful and it does its job perfectly. However, we've now seen within this same exact scene within this film, three separate genres that all have their own unique style of filming. Now the solution to this problem is very simple. You pick a genre and you stick to it throughout the course of the film. And if you want to throw in moments of hilarity or you want to throw in moments of tenderness between the two actors, that's perfectly fine. And you can even adjust the tone to suit the needs of that scene. But when you switch genres completely, it's just going to pull the audience right out of the scene and throw them into something different. It's just not going to work. So now let's fix the problem within this scene. We'll keep the camera tight on Thor and keep all the framing and the angles pretty much the same within the beginning of the scene. And when Thor finally sees Jane, let's have the camera with farther away with a longer lens, kind of having that subjective angle like we're in the battle with Thor, seeing her from afar the same way he's seeing her, and have this play out as a dramatic moment. Let's not cut away to the falling building and have the Scooby-Doo style moment with Thor.
Jane?
If we absolutely have to have the flashbacks now, which I don't think we need, don't show the entire story of Jane and Thor's romance, but just a few key moments, and let's not film it with the handheld camera, let's not film it with the natural light. Keep it dramatic, keep the genre at least consistent throughout the film. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, what did you think of Thor: Love and Thunder?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.